This video is brought to you by WeGotSoccer.com, offering all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of the Adidas Predator Instinct in two of the latest colorways, black and infrared, as well as white and infrared. Now inside the box, all you get are the shoes themselves. They do not come with any extras. So let me get these out of the box really quickly. And if you guys could take a second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at the white and infrared colorway of the Predator Instinct. And here's a look at the black and infrared colorway of the Predator Instinct. They're more or less reverse options of each other, so I thought I'd feature them in the exact same video. In today's video, we're going to talk about everything you need to know in regards to the Predator Instinct. We're going to take a closer look at the colorway. And of course, as always, if you are interested in more information on the overall performance, I would strongly recommend checking out the full written review on my website, linked down below in the description of this video, and I'll also leave an annotation on screen to my playtest video of the Predator Instinct if you want to see these things in action. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. To start things off, let's talk about the colorway. Now, I just want to give you guys a quick 360 of both shoes right here. Before we give any opinions, because I want you guys to leave a comment down below, let me know if you guys prefer the white ones or the black ones, because for me personally, I really think both of these shoes look great in this particular colorway variation. But for me, I think that the black one would be my preference. I just think it's such a tough, mean looking shoe with the black base. But again, everybody has their own opinion, and leave your opinion down below in the comments. I'd be curious to see which one is the more popular of the two. Now, starting off with the white variation, obviously you have your white base with that same battle pack theme. So you have your infrared, which essentially is like a very bright reddish orange color. It starts out very dark at the toe and then fades as you get towards the heel, eventually just becoming solid white. You have your white laces on the shoe, your black Adidas stripes on both the lateral and medial side. You can see that the control frame, so this little kind of these teeth you have on the edge of the sole plate, are that same infrared color. Of course, the same pattern is also found on the sole plate. And then you have your solar gold accents in the form of the studs on the heel, your Predator branding right there, and then the 2014 branding right there on the tongue. Now the black one, we'll just take a quick look at that as well. You have your black base, again your infrared, which seems to pop a little bit more against the darker black background in comparison to the white, as you guys can see. Starts off solid in the back, in the front, sorry, and then fades to a solid black in the back. You can see the pattern, that little extra detail a little bit better on the black colorway as well. You have your white Adidas stripes on the lateral and medial side, as well as your Adidas branding there on the tongue. The edge of the frame right here, as you guys can see, is infrared. Your sole plate matches the upper. Then you have your solar gold studs in the heel, your Predator branding in solar gold, as well as your 2014 branding right there on the tongue. So that's pretty much it as far as the colorways go. Again, leave your opinions down below in the comments. Do you prefer the white or do you prefer the black? Why or why not? And next we'll move on to the tech specs and what you need to know about the overall performance. As far as performance is concerned, the Predator Instinct offers a very unique playing experience. And again, if you want as much information as possible, I would strongly recommend checking out the full written review linked down below in the description of this video, as well as an annotation on screen to my playtest video featured on the channel. For the sake of this video though, we'll go over all of the tech specs that you should know about in regards to the overall performance of the Predator Instinct. Now, of course, it is a 100% synthetic hybrid touch base. Hybrid touch synthetic is a leather-like synthetic from Adidas. On this particular shoe, it's on the thinner side. It's extremely soft, does have a slightly padded sensation about it, but essentially has very little to do with the actual touch that it provides, that this shoe provides on the ball. It's there more as a comfort element, and I have to say it does provide an extremely comfortable fit from right out of the box, and especially once the shoe is broken in. Now, what I mean by the upper has very little to do with the touch on the ball that this shoe provides. It's because the lethal zones or the Predator elements scattered across the entire upper are really going to determine whether or not this is the next shoe for you. Now you can see that you have your rubberized lethal zones here on the lateral side of the shoe across the entire forefoot, on both the lateral and medial side. And then in the main striking element here on the instep is also made from that zigzag, very aggressive, very kind of raised off of the upper rubber material. It's extremely grippy on the ball, and that's really what this shoe is all about, providing extra grip. If you don't like having extra grip on the ball, it's probably best to stay away, but if it's something that you do like or think you might like, then the Predator Instinct is definitely the best shoe on the market for providing this type of a feel, and really the only shoe on the market that provides this type of a feel on the ball. I'm generally not a fan of extra grip, but I have to say, once you get used to using something like the Predator Instinct, having that extra grip doesn't necessarily make your control better, but it does have a very, very controlled sensation about it, which is something that I absolutely love about the Predator Instinct. This is, again, one of those shoes that is kind of at the top of my list as far as shoes that I truly enjoy wearing, not only because they're comfortable and they fit great, but also because I really like the unique feel and playing experience that they provide. Now, you're also going to notice that the rubber elements run from the base of the sole plate into the lacing system, so you get somewhat of a nitro charge effect where you have that energy sling across the forefoot, and because it's a one-piece rubber material that runs from the sole plate into the lacing system, it does have a nice lockdown effect where the shoe feels very, very responsive when you're making your quick cuts and turns. So again, a nice little extra feature that arguably was not intended with this particular design, but is noticeable when you actually wear the shoe. You have your off-centered lacing system, as you can see. The tongue is also made from a thinner hybrid touch synthetic. On the instep here, you're going to find your gel pad, which is clear in color, and honestly a little bit harder than you might expect. It has a slight texturing on the outside here. And again, it's one of those features that doesn't bother me, it doesn't get in the way, but it isn't very noticeable either. It's not going to make or break your experience with the shoe. There's not much in the way of additional grip here. And again, it's just not something that you're going to notice all that often unless you're really thinking about it when wearing the Predator Instinct. You have that same Predator cut in the heel that we've gotten from the last several Predator models, your internal plastic heel counter for support as well as protection. The heel liner is part synthetic suede at the top half, and then on the inside where you can see it's kind of that infrared color, it's actually like a reverse side, the rougher side of Velcro, where it's going to grip your sock, keep your heel locked in place. It does that very, very effectively, and it's one of the more unique features of the Predator Instinct. And you're also going to find that same reverse Velcro material on the underside of the tongue, again hoping to have the underside of the tongue kind of grip the bottom of the top of your sock and hold the tongue in place. This is one of those features that honestly I didn't find to work all that well. I still found that the tongue would slide around on me, but nonetheless it doesn't hurt that it is there at all. The insole is fully removable. You can see that it features a synthetic liner on top, like a mesh type of liner. This colorway does have your Champions League branding. In fact, both colorways that I've showed in the video have the exact same insole, the exact same colors as well. And then it's just one single layer of this black foam material, the exact same insole we found on the LZ1 as well as the LZ2. Not the best insole in the world, certainly not the worst either, and as far as comfort is concerned, it gets the job done. No real complaints here whatsoever. Moving on to the sole plate, this is what Adidas calls the control frame, which is a lot more flexible than the sprint frame construction that we saw on the LZ1 and 2. It's also a little bit thicker. You're going to find that the stud pattern has remained more or less unchanged. It's a little bit lower to the ground this time around, so again, stability I found to be really good, especially with this brand new sole plate. You can see you do have this kind of tooth-like design going across the edges, which looks really mean and aggressive, but in terms of actual performance benefits, I really didn't find it to be, again, all that noticeable while you're wearing the shoe. And as far as the stud pattern is concerned, I honestly wish they would have incorporated something a little bit different. Obviously, this is a stud pattern variation we've seen a lot from Adidas over the last couple of years. But while it isn't my personal favorite stud pattern, I will say that it does get the job done on firm natural grass playing surfaces. So in terms of overall performance, you get a decent amount of grip, you get good stability, you still have that freedom to twist and turn when your foot is planted. And again, I can't really complain about the performance whatsoever. So again, as a package, the Predator Instinct is extremely unique, but it's one of those shoes that you're either going to love or hate depending on your tolerance for extra grip on the ball. So please keep that in mind. One of the major changes that you can actually see with the Predator Instinct coming from the Adipower, the LZ1, as well as the LZ2 is that they aren't as light as the Preds used to be. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. Going to throw it on the scale, and you can see that these guys weigh in at 9.85 ounces, so almost at that 10 ounce mark. It's more or less going back to the weight ranges we used to see with kind of the original Predator models prior to the Adipower, prior to the LZ1 in the LZ2. Some people will love this, some people won't like it as much. I personally really like the weight change. I think it makes for a more comfortable, solid feeling shoe at the end of the day. So again, I have no real complaints for the extra weight, which for those wondering is due to the lack of a sprint frame, where they've changed that out for the control frame construction, which just isn't as light. But again, I don't have any complaints. But again, if you were looking for that lightweight feel that you got from the Adi Power, the LZ1, or the LZ2, you're going to get a similar type of experience when making touches on the ball with the Instinct, but the actual feel of the shoe on your feet in terms of weight is going to be significantly different because these do weigh a little bit more. It's not a heavy shoe, but it's no longer a lightweight option either, so please keep that in mind. Alright, here's a look at the Predator Instincts on feet in both the white as well as the black colorway. So again, if you didn't already, leave a comment down below. Let me know which one you like the look of more, the black ones or the white ones. As far as comfort from right out of the box, I'm a big fan of the Predator Instinct. They're very, very comfortable shoes. The Hybrid Touch Synthetic is thin, soft, and extremely flexible. And the new rearrangement of where the Predator lethal zones are located on the upper just makes for a more natural amount of flexibility. It doesn't restrict the feel of the shoe. And again, it's definitely the most comfortable synthetic Predator to date by a long shot, if you ask me. As far as the fit is concerned, it's got some decent width to it in the midfoot, as well as on the forefoot. Just keep in mind though, with these rubber zones on the sides of the forefoot as well as in the toe box area, it is going to restrict the flexibility of the upper, meaning that it'll stretch and give a little bit, but not a lot. So if they don't fit you properly from right out of the box, this is probably not a good option for you. But as long as you don't have excessively wide feet, the Predator Instinct should fit you quite comfortably. I really like that little implementation of the Velcro in the heel. It does help to lock your heel in place really, really nicely. And again, it's a cool little innovation that you can really only get on the Predator Instinct at this point in time. As far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the white and black infrared colorways of the Adidas Predator Instinct. Really good looking shoe in my opinion. I like the aggressive styling, and in terms of performance, the Predator Instinct at this point in time is one of my personal favorite models to wear. Like I mentioned, it's not for everybody because of the feel that it does provide, but if everything I said in today's video sounds good to you, you're probably going to have a very, very positive experience with the latest Predator model from Adidas. With that being said, if you guys want more information on the overall performance, be sure to check out the full written review on my website, linked down below in the description of this video. Also on that review page, you will find the high quality images of both colorways that'll give you a better idea as to how they actually do look in person, as well as buy it now links with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes, allowing you to pick these up well below their retail price. So be sure to go ahead and check that out if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself. I'll also leave some annotations on screen to any performance-oriented videos I have with the Predator Instinct, so you can get as much information as possible. Be sure to use all of those resources. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. That would be greatly appreciated. If you have any questions or suggestions at all, be sure to leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.